Boom shakalaka, what is going on everybody? Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, we are talking about some shocking Bitcoin news that just might make you sit down and be pretty darn excited. Also, we're going to be talking about what's going on with ETH, what's going on with AAVE, and other reasons to be excited about being in Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. Today, welcome to all of you viewers, all of you new viewers, all of you old viewers. What's up, guys? Thanks for showing up for the live stream. We have Luke, we have Abandoned Amusement, we have Ads, we have Jay, we have Ite, and Ryan, Wilco, WJ. What's up, everybody? PL, PJ? I can't see, it's so dark. The lights, they blind me. So, what's up, guys? We're just having a live stream today. Going to go over some stuff between the football games in case you guys don't watch football. You know, it's the playoffs right before the Super Bowl. So, gotta watch that. Now, what's going on with Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies? Well, this week is kind of a jumble. We have some cryptos up, some cryptos down, like Bitcoin losing 10% this week. Same thing with ADA, BNB. But we have DOT going up, we have ETH going up, we have AAVE going up crazy. Also Uniswap and Compound, kind of like a mini DeFi bubble yet again. And we're going to take a look at all that stuff. We're going to take a look at the price movements for Bitcoin, for ETH, for AAVE. Also some amazing news and some crazy charts that are going to help you could potentially make $10,000 a year by trading twice a week. How about that? That's pretty crazy. So we're going to get into all of that fun stuff today. So, guys, welcome to the channel. If you haven't yet, make sure to like, subscribe, click the notification bell. It helps out so much. Now, let's get into it, guys. Well, Bitcoin price recently, just waffling back and forth, going sideways right in here between the 61.8 and the 50 fib levels, these green lines, just waffling back and forth in here. Now, right now, Bitcoin is actually in a downtrend since about January 8th, trending downward. But what had happened is this downtrend has brought us into these solid white lines that if we zoom back out, we can see this is a bullish megaphone because it looks like a megaphone and it's a bullish trend channel. So basically, we're just going down through the bullish trend, through the bearish trend, just kind of going from the top to the bottom of the bullish megaphone. And each time we're going to break through a fib level. Right now we've been bouncing off the 50 fib, but if it breaks through there, we don't really see the 38.2 fib until we're at the very bottom of that bullish megaphone down there. And that's right at around $28,000. So that could potentially be a low of a low if that's where we go. Now, right now, Bitcoin is actually kind of waffling back and forth over this 200 4-hour MA, the 4-hour MA 200 moving average there. And if it breaks through there, the next one we see is this purple line coming up right there, the MA 300, which could connect with this 50. So what could we continue to see for Bitcoin? Well, kind of waffling back and forth in this bearish trend, probably until we come up to the bottom of this bullish megaphone. And then Bitcoin's going to have to decide what to do at that point. And there's some pretty exciting Bitcoin news coming up a little bit later in the episode that you might want to stay tuned for because that could send Bitcoin way up there. Now, since Bitcoin's moving sideways, most of you are like, well, this is too darn slow. I don't want to hold my money in Bitcoin. I need something faster. I was just all in on Bitcoin. Now I need to go all in on Ethereum or all in on Cardano or all in on AAVE or all in on Chainlink or all in. It's crazy. You guys just love to go all in. It's awesome just listening to you do all this stuff. So let's take a look at ETH. Well, guys, ETH has actually broken out of year-long downtrend. So since January of 2018, 2-year-long downtrend. This dotted line right here has been a downtrend. It actually just broke out of there. As you can see here, broke out right around January 5th. And actually, it was in this bullish trend channel and it's breaking out through there and also breaking above this first fib level right here, the 23.6. Now this is the ETH Bitcoin comparative, because when I like to look at altcoins, I look at them compared with Bitcoin because there's no reason in holding an altcoin if Bitcoin would do better. But if we zoom out, let's take a look at what this could actually mean for Ethereum, because we're breaking out of there. Now the upper bounds of this little bullish trend channel here, the upper bounds could become support for Ethereum as it bounces off of the 23.6, potentially all the way up to the 38.2, which we could see significant gains in Ethereum because of that. Now, also we have to remember that even though Bitcoin's not moving, if ETH actually moves up in Bitcoin comparative, it'll break previous all-time highs. And if that happens and the price starts going up, people are going to massively FOMO buy into ETH. So, things are looking good for ETH right now. Now, AAVE. This is a popular one. AAVE is one of the big gainers for the past 24 hours. And I think I have a good reason why we'll talk about later. But a couple things we see here. If we take a look from basically this top here, and we'll just need to draw this again, from this top here to this bottom here, if we draw the fib levels with fib extensions, okay, it's crazy how this stuff works because we have, the fib line here, we have the 2.618 fib extension there where it bounced off of, and then it came back down, bounced off of the 61.8 fib, went up, bounced off to the 1.618 fib, down to the 1 fib, and then all the way back up and actually breaking through the 2.618 fib up there. So what does this mean? Well, one thing that I see right here is this little double bottom. Now a double bottom looks like a W. When it passes the confirmation point, which is right here, well, guess what? There is a 97% chance that you're in for 40% gains. And what can often happen is it can break up, come back down, bounce off of that confirmation point, and then really take off. And what type of levels might we be looking at if it took off? Well, we could be seeing it pretty much double in value from 0.007 Bitcoin to 0.012 Bitcoin. So we could see pretty high levels for AAVE. However, I think what's going on with AAVE right now is a bit of FOMO buying. There's a pretty popular YouTuber named Coin Bureau. He just made a video about AAVE 2 days ago, and basically he made the video and then the price took off. And this tends to happen when he makes videos about coins. He makes a video about it. He's very good at drawing out all the good stuff about a project, and then the price pretty much soars. So we might see a bit of a retracement before we actually see the price continuing to go up. However, for a DeFi lending solution, AAVE seems to be pretty cool. Now, the good news today for Bitcoin, like I said, there's some good news for Bitcoin. And you guys are like, but what possible good news could there be for Bitcoin because the price isn't going up? How is that good news? Well, my friends, if we take a look, institutions are keeping buying Bitcoin despite the dip. If you can see this above my head, and you kind of can, this yellow line here is the number of addresses with a balance greater than 1,000 Bitcoin. And as you can see, is the highest ever. Despite Bitcoin price going down, the number of institutions accumulating Bitcoin is going up. Now you're probably asking, well, that doesn't make sense. If they're buying all this Bitcoin, how come the price is going down? And there's a very simple answer for this. The simple answer for this is that these institutions are buying Bitcoin over the counter. That means that the price does not affect the order books. That means that the price does not show up in what we see on exchanges. All of this is due to retail traders, you and me, not these big institutions. Again, they do it over the counter. So while they're buying it up, really, we don't see the effect of that buying for quite a long time. And I can just give you an example of this. So if we zoom out a little bit, and I might just have to go to 12-hour candles so I can show you a bit more of the chart. But if we go to 12-hour candles, institutions were buying up Bitcoin big time, okay, in this area. MicroStrategies bought up a ton of Bitcoin in this area. But right around here was when the news really dropped of MicroStrategies buying Bitcoin and of PayPal offering Bitcoin and all of that stuff. Once PayPal offered Bitcoin, guess what? All of these retail traders who trade on the markets that affect the price of the Bitcoin start buying in. And ever since then, the price has been going up dramatically. So guys, really great news for Bitcoin. The institutions are continuing to chomp it up, which means the price will continue to go up. It's just going to take a little while. Now, also, you guys might have heard about the little Powerball lottery thing that happened the other day. Turns out Jim Cramer tells the $731 million Powerball winner to put 5% in Bitcoin. That's like $36 million to put in Bitcoin. Now, here's the crazy thing, is that every dollar put in Bitcoin raises the price of Bitcoin $3.50. So if they actually followed his advice and put the $36 million in Bitcoin, guess what? That would be like $100 million injected into Bitcoin price. So could be pretty big for what's going on with Bitcoin. Now he goes on further to say, get this. He said, you know what? If you won the lottery, yes, I'm going to say it, 5% in Bitcoin. His investment advice came with a few caveats. He says, don't buy Bitcoin all at once. Dollar cost average? Come on, I just proved that you have to be an idiot to dollar cost average. You should check out my video yesterday. Plus, don't buy it on the weekend, which we'll kind of take a look and see if that's good advice, because crypto could be incredibly volatile on the weekend. He identifies Bitcoin as an important new store of value, and he has a lot of people watching his show. He's telling people to invest in Bitcoin. Lots of people watch this show. Lots of people are going to start investing in Bitcoin. Now, is his advice to not buy on the weekends good advice? Well, if we take a look at this article, this is a really good article. Friday lows and Monday highs, Bitcoin price patterns by day and hour. If we take a look at it, is this chart right here. You actually, he says don't buy on weekends, Saturday and Sunday. So the price is kind of like average there. He should actually be saying buy Thursday and Friday. These are the lowest price times for Bitcoin. And actually the highest price times to sell are Monday to Wednesday. So here is a strategy. Guess what? In this article here, if you scroll down a little bit, it's right here. So on average, Bitcoin's open price has been roughly $170 higher on Monday, Tuesday at midnight UTC than it's been on Friday at 6 a.m. UTC. Guess what? If you just trade that every single week, you can make 10 grand for making 2 trades per week with a Bitcoin. Crazy. Simple as that. Now, we must go on because there's so much stuff to tell you. Other things that are important to acknowledge is that based on this data here, price stats from 2011 to 2018, for a long time I was talking about this chart down here. Where is it? Right here. This chart right here, average monthly returns. But it turns out it was a little bit wrong because it's skewed because of the early years of Bitcoin. If we take a look at it at the past 4 years of Bitcoin, it really explains what's going on right now. January is generally the worst month for Bitcoin, which we've seen this month. Price went down significantly. Guess what? February generally goes up, March goes down again. So if you're going to buy Bitcoin, a great strategy, buy Bitcoin early in the year, sell in May, and sell again in October, December. Pretty much that. And this year is going to be a bull run year. So price is probably going to go up a bit higher. But you guys want something else because you just can't handle the slow gains for Bitcoin. So I figured I'd just share with you some of the things that Tokenmetrics is suggesting to purchase. These are, for all of you short-term traders, these are the daily trading recommendations. So up top, based on their quantitative AI trading stuff, they say top one is a graph. And then what other ones do I know? Voyager token, Bitcoin, Paxos. On a weekly, we have StaffI, Bytum, Bitball, Velis, AAVE Labs, Elrond. That's a big one. On a monthly, we have, again, the graph. And then a bunch of USD, Voyager token, Qcash. So that's that for Tokenmetrics, because you guys always ask about that stuff. There's also the investor for if you're looking at longer term time frames. Like yearly, they say Grisel Coin, Ferrum Network, Mindall, Clippercoin, Elrond, and Neo. And then on quarterly, Injective Protocol, Quantos, Elrond, stuff like that. So you guys can all take a look at that. Take a look at those projects. If you want, you can get 25% off of Tokenmetrics with the link that I have down in the description. So, questions. Oh, Cardano and ETH. Yeah, you guys missed the ETH. Here's what's going on with ETH. Ready? Okay, ETH broke out. When did this happen? Beginning of January, ETH broke out of a 2-year-long downtrend. All right, this dotted white line broke out of there. And it's been in an uptrend right here since about, let's say September, October. Been in this bullish trend, but it actually broke out to the upside of this trend, actually broke through this first fib level, the 23.6. So potentially we might find support there and find Ethereum going up way high, especially if we start seeing prices above all-time highs. So we just kind of in a holding pattern for ETH, but it is looking very bullish because the upper bounds of this bullish trend has become the new lower bounds. So ETH could go up quite a bit. Cardano, I don't know. I think it's just been degenerating for a while. We could take a look at it potentially. Let's see. This is your AAVE one. We got a double bottom on AAVE, but I think it's a lot of FOMO buying because of a video by Coin Bureau. He does great videos, by the way, but a lot of FOMO. I get it. He makes the videos so good you want to buy what he's talking about. ADA BTC, because you guys all want to know about Cardano. Lisk. Woo! Let's see. What's my Bitcoin prediction? I think Bitcoin's going to do phenomenally. I'll show you. I'll show you while this is loading. All right, if we take a look, this has been my Bitcoin prediction for years, and it may be on the low end, but you know, everybody's like everybody has like this moonshot Bitcoin prediction of like $250,000, $500,000, $17 million, and yeah, Bitcoin will eventually get there, but I think reasonably, very expectantly, I've had this prediction for like over a year, something like that, of a $70,000 Bitcoin by October of 2021. Now, Bitcoin is on track for that. There we go. We are on track. Log auto. Yeah, if we take a look, close all these. Bitcoin is right on track to basically hit a $70,000 Bitcoin by October of 2021. May continue to go up higher than that. Could potentially go up to 300,000 or something like that. These yellow boxes are the times when it's better to dollar cost average Bitcoin. The rest of the time, you're better just plopping your money in. So, good to do that. Do I see Bitcoin dropping under $30,000? Nope. And here's why. Because the number of hodlers is growing exponentially. Price is based on two things, supply and demand. When these hodlers grow, the number of addresses with greater than 1,000 Bitcoin balance, that decreases the supply. Okay? Now the demand is not decreasing. The demand is staying the same or growing. So because of that, the price has to go up. But we're not seeing this supply shortage, this supply shock. We're not seeing that in the Bitcoin price yet because this price is basically dictated by retail traders. So a lot of FOMO and FUD. So right now people are FUDding until the price basically breaks out of this downtrend that it's in currently. Once it breaks out of there, so basically if Bitcoin were to get above, around 35,000, 36,000 right now, if it were to break above there, and then if it breaks through 40-ish, 42, then, oh my goodness, we're going up. But even if it didn't, even if it continued in this bearish trend, it would continue until we get to this white line here, the bottom of the bullish megaphone, which depending upon how far we get out there is somewhere between $28,000 and $31,000. So that's my thought on Bitcoin. Now, you guys want to know about Cardano. Well, it's kind of going up. Kind of going up. General trend downwards, but kind of going up. Let's see. We'll delete this. I just like fib lines because for some reason they work out. So if we just draw a fib on here, let's go from the bottom all the way up to the top. And I'll turn off his auto. Oh wait, where are my extensions? Oh, there they are. Yeah. Right? So, Cardano is coming up against some resistance right now at the 78.6 fib there. As you can see, it bounced off once. Could be bouncing off again. If it can break through there, then you could see going up to 1,300 sats as opposed to 1,134 sats. However, if it doesn't, might see it coming down. Now, why is it doing that? Well, this isn't... Is this a true double bottom? I guess you could kind of call it a double bottom-ish. Right here. Bottom one, bottom two, and then break through. We'll see. Yes, ETH breakout coming. ETH is a strong buy. That's all for today. I got to go watch football because there's not that much football left in the year, and then there's NASCAR. So we'll have to go watch that. But thank you guys for watching very much. Basically, we talked about today how Bitcoin right now is in a little bit It's in a long-term bull trend, a short-term bear trend within that bull trend. But a lot of the underlying fundamentals, like the number of institutions buying Bitcoin, continues to grow. The number of talk about people, Jim Cramer telling people to put 5% of their money in Bitcoin. Guess what? That's going to be the institutional standard. Put 5% of your money in Bitcoin. When 5% of $100 trillion comes into Bitcoin, that's $5 trillion. But really, that's $17.5 trillion market cap. So basically, that's going to 17x your investments right now, which is crazy. So we talked about Bitcoin. We talked about ETH, how it broke out of this bullish trend it's been in, and that upper bound is going to become the new bottom. It broke through the 23.6 fib, and it could keep continuing up. We spoke about AAVE, how it does have a double bottom, how it's been bouncing off of these fib extensions. This might be a little bit of a FOMO bull run, but we'll kind of have to see. We spoke about the best day to buy, Friday, the best day to sell, Monday. And if you just do 2 things a week, you can make a lot of money. And we also spoke about the best times of the year to buy. Buy in January, sell in October to December. So do that this year. You'll make a lot of money, guaranteed, except I'm not a financial advisor and this isn't financial advice. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't. Welcome to the channel if you haven't. Again, thank you guys for coming out, making my day. Go enjoy yourself. Have a good one. I'll catch you all later. Peace, peace.